All right. Go ahead and spray it because I'm taking the video.
Oh, it's already done.
So this is part of the process of making sure we don't take any pest into the greenhouse.
Okay, we're good. Soil. There's a couple bags of this left, but if when the table gets empty, those bags back there are what we bring here. You want to moisten it. You want it moist so it sticks together, but you don't want any water to be dripping from it. So see, you can see that's pretty good. It'll stick together, but water won't drip from it. We try not to propagate over the soil table, like by bringing our cuttings and things over the soil table. We do fill all of our, you can fill your pots. Say for instance, you have a tray like this and you want pots. You can easily fill them over the soil table, but we would prefer that you don't bring any cuttings over the soil table because it contaminates the soil table. Okay, since I've got these in my hands right now, let me tell you the difference in how we use these trays. Okay, so these trays are for the seedlings when we start doing seedlings because we bottom water these. So like on all those pansies, they're on these trays because when they were little, I bottom watered. And what I mean by bottom watering is I don't water the top of the plants, I water them from underneath. So I put I put water to about here, and then I let it absorb for about 30 minutes, and then I dump the rest out. Okay, that's part of the reason why we have the tables like this. So we can do it also with bigger pots, but because the tables aren't super level, it works better if we put the seedlings on trays. So when you're doing things like what we're doing today, don't use these trays. These trays are for seedlings once we start. Most of that work is after January. So there's a couple of ways that we propagate. Let me go over the other safety things. Okay, these are the things that we use to make our cuttings, snips, whatever you want to call them. Before you put them away each day, you want to clean them with a disinfectant. I cleaned them all this morning with disinfectant. So you want to do that. We have gloves that you can use. We'll always have gloves out. Let's go back while I'm thinking about it and just kind of show you where to get things in here if you need things. See that it takes a while for it, but that's gonna be rooting at the bottom because it's got growth. Okay, so
Did you need September?
what did I say?
November.
Yeah, I think I meant September. It's just time. Thank you.
It's
You
a
guys
long
come.
time in the past.
I don't know why when I do stuff like this, it doesn't make me that nervous in here, but I still say the wrong thing. So please correct me.
We are.
Anyway,
we are.
but there's a lantana. So one of the things that has happened in the past when we do lantana is, say for instance this, you want to cut right below a node because then you're more likely to get roots from your node. And so what I would do on this one, let me get some rooting hormone out.
And you like 2 nodes on it at least?
Not on lantana.
Not on lantana.
You really don't need 2 on everything,
Okay.
but you really need one good one.
And
So
as far as rooting hormone goes, don't ever stick your cutting into the container.
not into the
no.
container.
Because
You
it
want to
clumps
pour it
it
out. I think it's Lisa Smith. She's done a lot of cuttings, and she likes to have water. So she'll dip her cutting in water and then put it in the rooting hormone.
Sticks better.
You do yours that way too. So maybe we just need to bring some little cups out here too, because we haven't.
Well, a lot of times these tables will just have water in them. Just standing water.
There's some water right over there.
But something to hold it in.
I'm looking at the water.
So one of the things that we've struggled with our lantana is people leave too many leaves on. Okay, so you don't ever want to leave any flowers on. You want to take all your flowers
Instead of
off.
doing mine at home.
Oh, pour it on the table, that works.
Because you don't
and
need
then you
much.
you just stick it in there. You don't need very much at all. And really take it off. Okay, but what I'm going to do with this, because as you can see, this lantana, when we do lantana, I end up pulling the leaves out Because see, there's one, they fall off. They need a little bit of green, but not very much. So that one actually, you could stick 2 nodes in if you wanted to, but you don't have to. That one might have even worked. And then what I do is I make a hole, and we have plenty of these little sticks.
Oh, so you don't put a whole bunch in there.
Yeah, and if you do these little ones, I usually put 2 in, but you really definitely, and that probably won't get the second one under, but you definitely want to firm it around it. Okay, and so like I've done a couple already here. Here's one. I always make my cut another cut right before
It's fresh.
actually you don't need much. I make a fresh cut, put it in the water, just put it in a little rooting hormone.
Can you use too much rooting hormone?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
They say you can, if it comes up.
And so like if I'm doing them in these, I'm gonna put 2 in each one, and then I'm gonna firm it around. But what we're gonna try to use mostly today, because we get a lot of cuttings, is you can see how I did this one. What you're going to do is fill it to about there, and then firm it down. You want it firm, but not tight. I mean, how else do I,
Not packed.
not tacked. You want it, yeah, huh?
Tacked.
Well,
Tap it.
you need a little more than even tapping. You need to push down a little bit. You don't need it super solid. Okay, so that's like with lantana. Let me get the cap. We found with the Turk's cap you need longer. I mean, you need thicker stems.
Woodier stems.
Woodier stems would be better.
These won't propagate. They're pretty,
Oh.
but they won't propagate. So I wouldn't propagate past here. So
That's good.
And these we've been taking a little bit longer cuttings.
I would cut everything off. The way I
Let me
do
go
it,
get the one that we did already. When
I
somebody-
cut everything off I don't want first.
There are no seeds in the flowers.
Not to my knowledge.
You can get them out if you want to.
So those you're not using then?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Turk's cat roots better if you use a thicker stem.
So this,
little more
somebody
energy.
cut off about a month ago. I don't know if I don't think we have this label, but they cut off some, and so Kay and I were in here, and we just thought, well, we'll try it. You can see we've got a fair amount of failure, but we've also got some that are, like you can see that starting. So these are, I mean, that's still got some green on it. Sometimes things are gonna look worse before they look better.
Yeah, I'm
So
in that
don't-
stage at home right now.
See, you've still got some green, so that one may make it. That one's probably not. And see, it's a thinner one. Ah, it's still got green in mine. So
So
And-
where's the node where the leaves come out?
Right
On
there,
that?
yeah.
the note is always where the leaves come out.
So you're cutting way up there then.
And that's
I'm
true
gonna
on
try to
the-
put these 2 nodes under.
I mean, I
Oh,
think so,
okay.
yeah.
I see.
And if I use this container, I should be able to get those 2 nodes under.
I feel like with lantana, we've done better with shorter cuttings, with some things longer. So just ask us if you're in here.
Is that short or long for you?
I'd say this is long.
Okay.
But like with lantana, I've been making, and I'm having better luck with it with the, I don't know where they are now. I'm gonna throw them away. Anyway, it's shorter. This is, as she's cutting those, this is Mexican bush sage. And so the cuttings that we've had better luck with on it, I go down below where the new growth is coming, and then we just do short. Like I'll show you as she's cutting those too, how. So, I mean, like these could easily go in this kind of a container too, but we've got these, and we can put these on the heat table and have them under mist. So I'd rather have most of us today, at least as we're starting, fill. You can put at least a dozen in one of these, maybe more. But see on this one, so then I would take this, I would cut off this. You don't want any leaves under your soil. And so since I've got this one here, I'll just.
You don't really even like that many leaves above the soil.
No, I don't like very
How's
many.
I don't scrape this off a little bit.
No, not on these.
Okay.
Now,
You can, but
one thing that's
Yeah.
important, you see I have them all way in this same direction.
Yeah.
If you don't know where the bottom is, and a lot of plants, the leaves grow up and they grow down. If you don't know where the bottom is and you stick it upside down, it won't grow.
Oh.
So I do all my prep work first. I prep all my cuttings, cut everything off I don't want, pitch it in the pile over there, away from me. And
Does it matter whether you make a 45-degree cut or?
not to me. Some
So you
people-
don't have to leave any green on it?
You don't have to, no.
Okay, well, good to know.
We usually do, I mean, they usually recommend that you do leave a little green, but like on this lantana, you can see the stems that are making it are the little thicker ones. I mean, that one too, but like this thin, I might as well pull up. Maybe not. It's got a little root. Yeah. I'll pull- I can pull
Works
it out.
before it looks better, huh?
It does. I mean, it really does.
Because that one looks that one looked toast. I was with you. Didn't look like
It looked toast. It's toast now since I pulled it out.
Definitely.
But it does. It obviously is.
It did okay.
It might have come back. It probably would. Well, even these looked bad, and you can see now that they're coming. So, but that looks toast too. So.
Sorry.
Well, and I did obviously look at that. I put it sideways in. I'm not sure why I did that. But it might have come because it looks like it does. Anyway.
Okay, so one thing you need to know about propagating is there's more than one way to do it. There's more than one right way to do it. Mary might do it differently than me.
Right.
But this is what works for me. I do all my prep work first. Lay it all out. Get my soil ready first. Get my hormone out. Make my cuttings and then stick them and then label them. That's very important because if you don't label them, because you say, well, I know what that is. In a month, you're not, when those few leaves at the top fall off, they're sticks.
And you have a mystery plant.
You do.
And you don't know what color because we've got a lot of things that we do.
And we've had mystery plants here before.
Many mysteries.
No.
And we will probably have mystery plants again this year.
I have a mystery garden.
You want to start these like in a gallon like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And then the other thing is, what was the other thing? I don't know what my other thing was. We're here to help, so just ask. Cleanliness is important, but we're not fanatics about it. So, do the best you can. But Kay and I will be here most Wednesdays, and we will be propagating now at least probably until at least the week before, every Wednesday until the week before Thanksgiving at least. So if you have things at home that you would want to try, bring them. So, but the other thing is, I don't know if everybody was here, we aren't bringing anything in the greenhouse this year until it's been sprayed with neem oil because we're trying to keep the bugs out. Last year we weren't super successful with that because we had a really early frost and we were just starting, and so we were trying like mad to get our stuff in before we lost it with the frost. So I looked at the next 10 days and it doesn't look like we're even close to a frost. So we should be good to pull different things each week. So, and then, labels. For now, once we start, when we see that things are, when we move them to individual pots, we'll want an individual label. And on our label, we put what it is, and then we also put the size that it will get, whether it's sun or shade, and the color.
And when we started it.
Yeah, we on this one today, we definitely need to put where we started it.
So how do you know how big it will get?
Well, you look on the internet and,
Oh, okay.
and Google.
Okay.
They're optional.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And the other thing about filling pots, one thing that I'm going to tell you about filling pots, because Larry got this one a little fuller than I would like it. So you want to have at least an inch at the top. So when we water, or a half inch on littler ones, but like, so when we water, we don't end up, it doesn't spill all over.
Okay, is that half inch patch? Or
No, yeah, it's fairly, no, it's half inch patch. Like This is good. Judy's is good. Lydia, big one? Yours is good. For this, it's good. Okay, sorry, Larry.
That's right. Call me out from there.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have any? Where do we have more plates?
More plates are here. And there again, when you're using brooding hormone, you don't need very much. I'll bring some more different things in that we're